Hello everyone and welcome back to some Dota 2 with me, SafetyWizard, and Pinwing. When we left off, we learnt about being a douchebag and why you shouldn't be one,
Yes, be
as
nice
well
to
as
people.
be nice, and also something about spells. Um, and yeah, so uh,
Today is
the
going to
lobby.
be a rather boring episode. Well, maybe
Uh-oh.
if you're quick to learn, we can end with something fun.
Okay, let's
But
be quick.
yeah, best be quick because we're going to talk about team composition and boring math because Dota involves a lot of math, and
Ah,
we're going to look into it. Yeah, you wished you
math.
paid attention in high school now, did you?
I did it at A level and it sucked dick.
Ah, I don't
Anyway,
know. I don't know how that translates into like Dutch schools, but
oh yeah,
just find my
done.
yeah, exactly. Well done. Join me in the Radiant.
There we go. What?
Right, start.
Starting. The massive divide symbol.
I'm not. I'm not even going. No.
Is that why this has got a lot of mass in it? Because the symbol is like the game
No.
symbol is divide.
Right.
Alright, am
No.
I being the lion again?
Yeah. No, you're not being the lion today. Press
Ah,
Control,
troll.
and you'll see like a shit ton of little portraits. Right.
Okay, oh yeah, now I do, yep.
These are all the heroes that you can pick in Dota. Each one
Whoa.
has their own way of functioning, has their own
Oh,
spells, and has their
mate.
own abilities.
Lifestealer looks awesome.
Lifestealer. Yeah. Okay. We're talking about team composition today, so I wanted to go about telling you how a team is composed, because you've
Okay,
got different roles in Dota.
yeah,
Lifestealer, the guy you just pointed out, is a carry.
okay.
He is weak.
Wonder Woman.
What?
I don't know, there's a woman in the top right hand corner that looks a little bit like a ginger Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman.
Oh, it's
Also, I
Lena.
have 10 seconds.
Oh, that's fine. Just let the candle go. It doesn't matter. It's
Uh-oh.
the girl you fingered in the early episode.
Oh, well then. Oopsie
Yep.
daisy.
This is awkward. But yeah, Lifestealer is a carry, which means he needs the most farm in the game, so he needs to get the most gold because
Shut up.
he
Yeah.
needs items to become strong. And when
Okay.
he becomes strong, he becomes really strong, and he basically wins the game for you.
Ooh.
But he only does so later in the game because he needs to get experience, get his spells up, get his items up, and
Okay.
only after that he becomes really effective.
I'm just looking at them all. There's loads of really cool ones.
I know,
Or
right?
cool looking. What is that?
Dota has pretty sweet character design.
Broodmother.
Yeah, this is one of the
Shadow
fun
Fiend.
things that because a lot of the Dota community in Holland is really small. There's a lot of people who play League of Legends, but nobody really plays Dota. And I was talking to one of my friends, and I was talking about Broodmother and how she functions, and she was like, "Oh yeah, we got a hero like that," and it was essentially a girl in like a spider costume with like big tits. And I showed him Broodmother, which is a big fuck off spider, and he was like, "Oh, okay."
It's not quite the same.
Not quite the same.
That's a
what.
Wookiee. In the top left is a Wookiee. I'm sorry.
It's a sloth actually.
It's a Wookiee.
He's
Got
pretty
an
cool.
Ent. Old man with a beard.
But let's go back on topic. I was talking about Lifestealer being a carry, right?
Yep.
On the other end of the spectrum, you've got the supports, which are characters that don't really need all that much gold, and some of them don't even need all that many levels to be effective in the game.
Okay.
They're stronger in the early game because they generally have spells that do a lot of damage early game, but aren't as effective later game. Because if you level up, your health increases,
Right.
but your spell damage after 4 levels remains the same. So if your spell does 300 damage when it's leveled when it's at its max level,
Okay.
it does 300 damage. But
Right.
if your opposing team keeps leveling, and the health goes from like 500 to 600 to 700 to 800, your spell starts doing less.
Oh, okay.
So later in the game they're less effective, but because of their abilities they can still contribute. And what you generally want to have is a team that consists of one carry, one mid hero, which I'll cover later, 2 supports, and then an offlaner.
Right.
These are like the 5 basic positions, really.
Okay.
So if you've got Lifestealer who is a carry, so let's make a little fantasy team. You've got Lifestealer as a carry, we'll pick Crystal Maiden, who is the girl on the top.
On the top.
Yeah, with the blonde hair and the curly things, and yeah.
She's got blue sapphire brooch things.
Yeah.
Yep. So are you going to be her or?
No, I'll just go over
we're just saying.
this.
Okay, yeah.
So we've got Lifestealer, Crystal Maiden as a support. We've got the red-headed girl, Lena. It's actually your sister. She's also a support. She can be played as a support.
Okay.
And then we've got the little dragon thingy next to Crystal Maiden, called Puck.
Yep.
She's a mid lane hero. She is a hero that goes to the mid lane and gets her experience as quickly as possible. She just needs levels.
Right. Okay.
And if you lane with the experience you get in lane gets divided by the number of people there. So if you were 2 people in lane, you get half an experience each.
Right.
But if you're solo, you get all the experience for yourself. So you level quicker.
Nice.
Mid heroes are generally heroes who need their experience levels early. So if, for example, Puck's ultimate is really good early game because it allows you to bind people together and let them stay in place.
Okay.
So if she gets a level 6 early by being solo in the mid lane, she can gank, as I explained earlier, roam around, gank other lanes, and kill people there. And that way she remains effective and basically snowballs out of control during the game.
Good.
So we've got Lifestealer, the carry, who is just farming, getting money, getting creeps, stuff like that.
Yeah.
We've got Puck in the mid lane. We've got the 2 girls supporting. And then we've got an offlaner. The offlaner is a person who, for the Radiant side, plays in the top lane, or for the Dire side, plays in
the bottom lane, isn't it?
Bottom lane for Dire side. Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
the shorter lane of that side.
Okay.
These are generally heroes that have good escape mechanisms because they need to run away often because their lane is unsafe for them to farm. So we've got Windrunner, for example, the red-headed girl who's also who's next to the Puck.
Yeah.
Well, semi next to the Puck. Windrunner, she's a good offlaner because she has an ability called Windrun, and that makes her she can't be hit essentially for a period of time, and she moves really fast. So that allows her to escape like certain dangerous situations. Same goes for Mirana, who is the top row in the center of the entire screen.
Brown hair?
Yes.
The names are just the names of the top row characters are cut off for me slightly, so I can't quite.
Oh right.
But that's just because of the resolution. That's just because of the size of the game I've got. Don't worry about it.
She has an ability called Leap, which makes her tiger like jump forward so she can escape dangerous situations, etc., etc. Right, let's just get into the game. You pick Earthshaker, this giant, what you call it? What did you call it before?
I don't know.
I said it was a sloth, and you said it looked like a Wookiee.
It's
yeah,
a
pick
Wookiee.
the Wookiee. Right, very good. And I'll pick Windrunner.
Chicken, baby.
Yes.
Fisher, Enchanted Totem, Aftershock. I'm gonna go Fisher, sounds cool.
Yes, Fisher is actually your most useful skill. Come back here.
I'm coming.
Right. If you click on your character and you look at the spells, and next to it is like a set with boring numbers, because this is the boring part. We're going to talk about the numbers.
Okay.
There are 3 numbers lined like above each other.
Yep.
And each one has a different symbol next to them. So you've got strength at the top, you've got agility in the middle, and intelligence at the bottom.
Okay.
Right. For every point in strength you get
damage increased by 1.
Yep.
Hit points increased by 19.
Yes.
Increase hit point regen by 0.03.
Yes.
And points gained per hero level 2.5.
Exactly. So if you level up, you get 2.5 strength extra. You can increase your strength, of course, by buying items that increase your strength. So, for example, if you open the shop,
yep,
and you go type in Gauntlet of Strength,
yep,
you get an item and it says +3 strength. So that adds, let me just see, that adds 3 damage because strength is your primary attribute.
Awesome.
For me, intelligence is my primary attribute. So for every intelligence I get extra damage. So for example, if I buy a Mantle of Intelligence, which gives me 3 extra intelligence, I get 3 extra damage.
Awesome. And you get some extra mana and stuff.
Yeah, extra mana, extra regen.
Yep.
Agility.
Yep.
Gives you increased armor.
Okay.
Increased attack speed, and not increased movement speed. No, I'm being silly. But
increase your armor as well.
Yeah, your armor. As you can see in like the little square next to it, it has the little sword. With me it says 50. For you it says 51. That's your base attack damage.
Yeah.
So every time you hit something, you do essentially 50 damage.
Okay.
This is reduced by physical damage resistance, which is based on your armor.
Okay.
And for your spells, some spells do magical damage, some spells do physical damage. Oh Jesus.
Whoa.
I know, right?
That's awesome. I'm sorry, I am listening, just I felt that I should probably,
Yeah. Look, I'll demonstrate my wind run. This is the ability I talked about earlier.
Yep. Oh, mate. Jesus, running at the speed of 1,000 leaping gazelles.
I know, it's bloody brilliant. But you've got the attack, and your Fisher does, if you hover over it, it says damage, magical.
Yep.
Yeah, that means that every character has a standard magical resistance of 25%.
Okay.
So you do 125 damage. I'm not going to calculate because I'm terrible at math, but 25% of that damage is reduced by the hero's magical resistance. So even though it says 125 damage, it doesn't actually do 125 damage to the target.
Right.
Which may be confusing, but some items increase your magical resistance and allow you to survive spells better.
Right.
There are also, let me check. Do you have? Oh no, I messed that up in that regard. There are also abilities that are pure damage. These abilities have their full damage just dealt to the player.
Okay.
So, for example, Outworld Devourer, the horse thing I was playing earlier.
Yep.
He's got he can fire orbs that do pure damage. So
that's pretty cool.
There is no resistance built into that.
Right.
Underneath the sword, you've got the little shield thing. That's your armor. If you increase your armor, you get resistance to physical attacks, which is essentially all the auto attacks you receive throughout the game. So from creeps and from enemies just auto attacking you, not using their abilities.
Yep.
Next to it is your little boot. It says movement speed. It's the speed at which you move.
Yep.
It can be increased by buying stuff like boots, certain items, etc., etc. Right. I guess we covered basically all the numbers. Of course, if you look at your HUD, it says at your place, because you're lacking health and mana, it says plus 0.1. No, sorry, plus 1.0 and plus 0.9.
Yep.
Those are the numbers that indicate how much of your health and mana you regen per second.
Okay.
Right, let's go do something fun. Let's meet Rashawn. Follow me.
Right, let me just go back to the thing so I can regen health.
No, not going to do that. Follow me.
Following.
Yes.
Look at me, I'm a happy little Wookiee. I'm not a sloth. Sloths don't move that fast.
Dude, you've got superior sloth reflexes.
Sloths are ridiculous. I mean, they're so stupid that they can sometimes mistake their own arm for a branch, grab onto it, and fall to their death.
They're fantastic, dude. They're fantastic. Right.
Okay.
Here we are at the Rashawn pit.
Baits.
Don't walk in yet. There's a monster here, and he's called Rashawn. He spawns at the start of the game.
Ah.
Yes, and if you kill him, he respawns within 10 minutes.
Okay.
So, we're not going to attack him because we are weak and he is very strong. You can click on him and it says 8,500 HP. Now, compare that to your measly 700 HP and my 470 HP.
Yeah.
He is going to wreck our face. Let me demonstrate that for you.
Take that, slut! Okay, well, I'm in trouble.
Yep, let's run away. Run away! Run away!
I don't think that's a thing I can do. Yeah.
Right.
Well.
As you saw there, you got bashed by Roshan.
Yep.
Which means you're stunned for a certain duration.
Okay.
So
and
you can't move, can't attack, etc.
Yep.
The reason why people attack Roshan is because if he's killed by your team, the entire team gets 200 gold and quite an amount of experience. And
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and he drops an item called the Aegis of Immortality, which allows people to resurrect upon death.
Oh, right, that sounds like a pretty good item.
Yep. In the old Dota, you used to be able to buy it, but now you can only acquire it by attacking Roshan.
Okay.
If you kill him 3 times in a row, the third time you kill him, he not only drops the Aegis, but he also drops the cheese, it's called.
What?
Yep, it's literally like a slice of cheese, and it allows you to instantly heal all your health and your mana when you use it.
Okay.
Yep.
First time I've heard of dropping the cheese being a good thing.
Cheese is delicious, man. You shouldn't underestimate the cheese.
I'm not underestimating the cheese.
Cheese is good.
Cheese is good.
Right, try your fissure on him again, and look closely. Did you see the blue orb, like, flying off of him? Right. There's an item in the game, it's called the Lincoln Sphere.
Right.
It allows you to block one, like the first spell that hits you gets blocked, essentially.
Oh, okay.
He's got essentially the same item on him, only as an ability. So the first spell you cast on him gets blocked.
Right.
So in order to break that, you need to like cast one thing that's like not really important on him, and then cast the other spell. Right, we got the boring numbers. I think for next time we should do some actual gameplay.
Yeah.
Get you into a game and have me laugh at you.
Yeah. But look, I'm a happy little sloth.
Yeah, well done.
Running free. Okay, well we'll end the episode there then.
Right.
Yeah, so there you go, guys. I hope you've oh, GLaDOS, shut up. I hope you've learned something, guys. As always, stay safe, and I'll see you all later. Bye.